Welcome to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. You're in for a special presentation. We're out here in Burlington on Plains Road. We're out here at Wellbeings Medical Center. Wow, we want to thank Peggy Shepard DeGroof. Peggy, thank you so much. You have a wonderful team, a wonderful facility. People, you got to check this out. They treat people with addiction, with pain, mental health issues. It's a dream come true for the Disability Channel. We are so excited to meet Peggy and her wonderful team, the people she helps throughout Hamilton, Aldershot, Burlington, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we hope the world. Again, you're watching Wild Child Records. We're really excited. We have to say big props go out to Dave Rave. What an amazing man. I'm so emotional here. Dave Rave is going to be our guest on the show. He's going to sign some guitars courtesy Long McQuaid. Thanks to Tim and Sherry and the big team at Long McQuaid for supporting the Disability Channel. Dave's going to be signing some guitars. We're going to be going on tour in May with an 84-year-old Navy veteran named Fraser Newcomb, courtesy Big Records. We're so excited. We're going to be hitting 6 Legions, 2 old age homes. We're going to be showcasing awareness. We're going to be showcasing our employment programs. We're going to be showcasing entertainment, value, music, and of course, veterans, our hero. Stay tuned. When we come back, I'm going to be asking questions off camera with legendary rock and roller Dave Rave from Teenage Head. Wow, stay tuned. We'll be right back with Wild Child Records. Welcome back to Wild Child Records. Again, I'm off camera, and on camera you see legendary rock and roller Dave Rave from Teenage Head. Dave, thanks for being on the show today.
It's a pleasure to be here, Jay.
This is so exciting. I love this setup. It's all about Dave Rave and his career. But before we get to his career, and I know Dave supports the veterans up and down 24/7. So Dave, I heard you're just about to release a new single. Can you tell us about that song?
Yes, I wrote a tune with lovely Sophia Kiss about a month ago or so, and the words just sort of dance beautifully, musically. I brought it to Mr. Carl Jennings from the Freedom Train band that we all love, and we put together a beautiful recording with Carl producing and bringing his magic to it, and we're ready now to release it. As of today, you know.
Well, this is great. Please let us promote it. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Sophia and Freedom Train. Let me tell our viewers a little bit about Dave and Freedom Train. So we've been throwing fundraisers for the Disability Channel since about 2017 prior to COVID. Freedom Train, Carl, his brother Tim, Matt, wonderful band. And they introduced us to Dave Rave from Teenage Head. And Dave has been so gracious. He attends a lot of our fundraisers. Gets up on stage, does a few songs of Teenage Head, classic songs like Let's Shake, Can't Stop, Some Kind of Fun. And then Dave also does some temporary songs like Rolling Stones and Beatles and great stuff like that. So Dave, can you tell us a little bit more about what you got going on right now, and then we're going to get into your career.
Yeah, well, basically right now, I've always enjoyed performing and touring. So I go to England every year. I go to the Midwest, Minnesota, American United States. We go to New York. Basically all of we just keep playing. 'Cause I always think that a record is something you hear one way, but being in the music, in the room with a person is special. It's a connection that you don't get. You get, it's like almost like music. You can be private at home, listen to your record, and then be public and share it with a pile of people. And that sharing is really important for me because that's where I think the truth of music comes through.
Well, it's amazing because you're not only the lead singer for Teenage Head, but you're also a producer. I know you give back to the community, especially independent artists coming up. So I know you're a very valuable producer, and of course you're a musician. So tell us a little bit, what do you like
the best about on stage? Like, do you like writing, do you like producing, or do you like performing?
I think when it really comes down to, there's something special about the creation when you're actually writing a song. There is some magic because it hasn't been here before. And when you find that link, like when you get the right chords and in sync with the right words, something magic happens. So that's probably a very, very, and it means renewal, because you always go, when you got a new song, that means it's something new. It's like birth. Now, when you're performing in front of people, that's when you take that birth and you let let the baby walk. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, the other week I saw a great theater show, and it had all these hits of people from Taylor Swift to Billy Joel. And it takes the music that you hear on the radio and presents it to you in front of you. It's beautiful. I think that's it's a combination of both the writing but also the performing, and you get to hear the song come alive.
This is great. We're out here with lead singer Dave Rave from Teenage Head. He's also a member of the Shakers from 79 to 72. So
yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about your career, but I just want everybody to let everybody know that we're out here in Burlington, Aldershot. We're out here at Wellbeings, 185 Plains Road. We're out here at the Medical Center for Innovation and Excellence. I want to thank Peggy. Peggy, thank you so much for letting us be in your beautiful office today and meet your doctors and some of your patients. You just do wonderful work. We're going to be doing wonderful things hopefully in the future with Peggy, helping people across Ontario. So Dave, let's get back into, tell me a little bit about what you think about the band, about Freedom Train. Like, tell me about those guys.
Well, you know, Freedom Train is a lot like this place. And I was thinking about it, like when you go to a doctor's office, you're always scared, because you're waiting and you don't know what the result's going to be when you talk to your doctor. What's going to happen? This place is like Freedom Train. When you go to see Freedom Train, you are going to a friendly place, and you're gonna see people you know, and people who are some of your own age, some a little younger, some a little older, and you have to share a common bond of this great music that they present. Now that's a good thing for your health, and I think this place is similar to that. It's you come in here and you're happy because something's gonna be solved. I think that's a really beautiful thing. So Freedom Train is to me like a pill. You take it and you feel good after. And he always said that I'm like a grenade when I get on stage. The place explodes. Well, it's because I just love being with people. I love performing with those guys, and it's a good group of people.
Well, thanks for sharing, Dave. Let's take a quick break. You're watching Wild Child Records. I'm interviewing the lead singer from Teenage Head, Dave Rave. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit about your highlights in your career. You got to watch them all the way, and talk a little bit of the progression of music, the way from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to today. So stay tuned. You're watching Wild Child Records. We'll be right back.
It's Richie Honori from the multi-platinum group The Sweet. We all can agree our vets need our help. If you got a couple bucks right here and right now, you can make that difference. We are the Veterans First Initiative. We're musicians bounded together. Go to vetsinneed.org. That's vetsinneed.org. Thank you so much. You can make that difference too.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Dave Stoyan. On the show today, we have lead singer from Teenage Head. We have Dave Rave. Before we get to Dave, I just want to let people know that we are going on tour with Fraser Newcomb, an 84-year-old Navy veteran from the East Coast. He's going to be hitting retirement homes and legions across Ontario. We have 8 altogether. I want to thank a few of our sponsors. I want to thank Long McQuaid for donating the guitars behind Dave Rave. Dave signed 3 of them so far. He's going to sign the 4th one on camera a little bit later in the show. I want to thank Creative Ironworks and Dave. Wow, Dave, thank you for donating those gifts. I want to thank Scotty and Wood Creations. Beautiful charcuterie boards. It's going to be a wonderful thing. So our Legion tour is going to be filled with productions, 50-50, live auctions, and wonderful music, and all about showcasing the veterans. So let's get back to Dave. Dave, there's so many highlights in your career. Like, you lived in New York City for how long?
Well, we did it. I went there in 1989 as a resident and got a nice apartment there, and stayed there till basically 2 years before the pandemic happened. So I had a good, nice stretch of being in that crazy, wonderful city. You know, so many great moments there. It's an incredible city of international flavor. So you definitely learn a lot. It teaches you so many things you never knew you'd ever need to know.
Well, New York City, I mean, it's the best place in the world. So,
yeah.
And then, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you the first Canadian band that had something to do with Russia? Did you guys tour Russia? Or?
What happened was when I moved to New York, the magic started happening, and we were playing a show. And at that point in time, the Berlin Wall had just fallen. Russia had a what they call glasnost, was it called? And Gorbachev was opening basically Russia to the world. And so a guy saw us play, said, "I'd like to put your record out on our label, Melodia," which was a state-owned label. And the only other person that he'd put a record out at that point from the West was Paul McCartney. And they put out a rock and roll record he did. So he said, "I'd like to put a record out by you," and we didn't understand really what he meant. But then when we researched it, went, "Oh, okay." So it was a great experience. But he said, put out as long as you go on tour there. And Russia is an incredible place. It's got a lot of music, a lot of magic, a lot of myth. It's it's a historic and it's a mysterious place for the Westerners too, right?
That's great, Dave. And I know you also played the Grey Cup.
Yes.
Right? I love your shirt. Let's
Yeah,
give
yeah,
some
yeah,
Hamilton
yeah,
some
yeah.
love. There you
Yeah.
go, Hamilton some
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
And and you played with the biggest people in the world, like from Peter Gabriel to Jack Richardson. Could you tell us a little bit about those 2 names?
Well, Peter Gabriel basically through Daniel Lanois, because Daniel Lanois was Canada's. Jack Richardson and Daniel Lanois are two of the top producers that have come out of Canada from each generation. Jack Richardson was the Guess Who of the 60s and 70s. Danny was U2, Peter Gabriel, Bob Dylan, and many others in the 80s and the 90s. And I had the fortunate experience of working with both those fellas. And they're both, to me, brilliant guys.
Well, Dave, it's been a pleasure having you on our show today.
Thank you.
I really thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know you're one busy guy, right? So when we come back, I'm going to get Dave to sign the 4th guitar, courtesy Long McQuaid, and I'm just going to give a couple updates. So again, I really want to thank Dave for being on the show today. I want to thank Peggy for letting us use her wonderful office. Hopefully we're going to be seeing more of Peggy in the future.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Jay Stoyan. You're watching Wild Child Records. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Jay.
And aloha, I'm Marianne of Waikiki. I'm the author and Applegate developer of the Acts of Kindness series featuring 200 Folkman as puppets. My books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy Lynch and The Perfect Bay. This is our 3rd book called Righteous Acts of Kindness. It's a short book featuring Pono, the Hawaiian polo pony, who gets to go out and play in the polo fields of Hawaii, the island of Oahu, and has a deaf rider and gets to count rainbows in sign language numbers. So you can visit our YouTube channel, the Acts of Kindness series, and learn the fingerspelling ASL numbers in sign language such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can so go out and play the Apple app games on Apple. And also there's coloring book pages at the back of the book to count the rainbows. And this is a visual here of the Acts of Kindness series Apple app games today. So go out and play. I'm Marianne of Waikiki. Aloha.
Welcome back to Wild Child Records. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. It's been wonderful having Dave Rave from Teenage Head on the show today. Obviously, you can see a guitar in his hand. He's going to sign the last one for us. Go ahead, Dave. Thanks so much.
Hey, okay.
So this is great. So again, Dave's signing the guitars. We're going to be doing live auctions at our music tour with Fraser Newcomb across Ontario. Hopefully, we'll raise some funds for our employment program so we can enroll veterans, our heroes, and persons with disabilities. Dave, thanks so much. Show it on camera. There you go.
There
Dave
you go.
Rave, Teenage Head. Beautiful. Thanks again. Before we go, I just want to give some updates. I want to give some shout outs. I want to thank Big Records. Check these independent artists out. They're out on the West Coast. Wonderful. They're going to be participating in our June 7th telethon. So we have a telethon on June 7th called Veterans First Initiative Telethon. It's across North America. I'm going to be the Jerry Lewis, so I'm the new master of ceremonies. It's going to be Toronto, Chicago, Phoenix, and LA. Live performances, recorded performances, live interviews. We have some amazing bands out on the West Coast, from Toto to Teenage Head to what's the other? Sweet to members of Pink Floyd. It's going to be a rocking show. It's all to raise funds and awareness for veterans. So again, I'm Jay Stoyan. If you want to check out more about the channel, you can go to www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. Again, thanks to Dave Rave and Peggy. We'll see you next time on Wild Child Records.
All right.
Woo!